Mafi bona chage Biafra recovery makakari mano urawo. Mafi bona chage Biafra recovery kari mano urawo. Mafi bona chage Biafra recovery makakari mano urawo. Mafi bona chage Biafra recovery kare mano imana deka dinta jarabia ngane buga baya we mana deka dinta jarabia ngane buga baya ogano chure aso coach patena bagati tinno Ogago chere asa coach, but no baget it in no abo. Brother Masikwala, Makine Sike, Kiweri Sigiro Basabo. Esio Ema 101. Esene madam maki werendo gebego Imana bunkage maki we esendelu enyedia onine kero sabo Ndu hewe mbarago awike chuhasa Ndu hewe mbarago awike chuhasa Sabo Atutu alala nike atutu uru nike ni abwego kene ha Atutu alala nike atutu uru nike ni abwego kene ha Otu akoga de mbaby abraga bia tutundega
because my network is
Otu akoga de wo mbaby abraga bia tutundega
all of you. Let me quickly do this. So, the problem in the Zoom. It's not just the current government. Yeah, thank you very much for joining me. This program is going to be, I'm going to have a lot of challenge with the network. Yes, I'm going to have a lot of challenge with the network because the outside internet I'm using is misbehaving. But anyway, I will see how I can manage it because there's a video I need to play. There are very sound-minded people that understand that Nigeria have a serious problem, but they don't know what the problem is. They don't know what the problem is. They think it is the government, that the government is bad. They need to let the government be good so that Nigeria will move forward. It's not the government. The problem of Nigeria is endemic. The problem of Nigeria is the foundation. The problem that is that God is done. The creator himself is done with that entity called Nigeria. And there's no way any government can come to fix it. Remember, even Mazen Nnamdi Kanu, whom you cannot agree with me, is a genuine prophet, have revealed and exposed to you that there's no way Nigeria can survive. That Chukwu Okike Abiama have decided to end it so that people will begin to live on their own and exist for real, because Nigeria was not founded for you. The intention of Nigeria was not meant for you. Now, there's this brother, his name is Randy Peters on Instagram. Very sound-minded. He says a lot of powerful things, and there are so many people like him. But the problem they have is that they keep believing that there is a need for you people to come together and make Nigeria work. No matter how you come together, you cannot make Nigeria work, because Nigeria cannot work. When we tell you that Nigeria breeds criminality, Nigeria is the foundation of criminality. So there's no way you can make it work. So let me play this video of his. You know, I divided it into two because
my fellow Nigerians.
I divided it into two because it's a large, too large for WhatsApp to bring. So let me try and bring it. So please, if the network hangs up, I will wait for it to come back because it's fluctuating seriously. I need to call the internet provider to fix it. Before then, let me bring this very quickly. If it doesn't hang up, glory be to God. All right, here we are. Please, let's just listen to him. You know, they're very sound-minded, but these people, if they can channel their energy to call everyone together, this thing, we have tried everything. Oh, are you telling me that there were no sound-minded people before? There were. Are you telling me there were nobody that come into power to actually make Nigeria work with good intentions? There were. But when they get there, there is no way the foundational corruption will erupt and creep in, and everything will shatter. It will never work. And that's why already they have made sure that the foundation is already in the hand of the evil people, the caliphate, the terrorists. The foundation, everything about Nigeria is in their hand. So they have taken over that space. So for you to survive, you have to break away. Yeah. For you to survive, you have to break away and stand on your own and become your originality, the indigenous people, Biafra, Oduduwa, the Middle Belt, Bini, Edo, whatever. Because some of them, when we bring them in and say, look, this is where you belong, even though you are in Edo State, they were carved out for the purpose of controlling you. And they said, no, we are not Biafra. It's not Biafra. Okay, you want to channel your own energy to your own people, to serve your own people, then do so. That's why our Prime Minister is warning that Ned Nwoko of a man, that when you listen to him, you say, this man is sounding good though, because he said that if Samanekpa is your problem, why not negotiate with him? Do you think we can negotiate with Nigeria to become part of Nigeria? And you are calling for a different state, a normal state, for your own selfish interests, so that you will continue to be Imakwandaable. We have gone past that level. We have seen that Nigeria can never work. So let's listen to this young man and you know, advise him. All right, let's go.
My fellow Nigerians, especially Nigerian youths, I take God beguna. I they ask you, is it that all of us don't come to the conclusion, say this Nigeria matter, this our condition for Nigeria, we are completely hopeless. That is Nigeria case, don't they helpless. We are a totally captured people.
That's it. You are a totally captured people as long as you are remaining in Nigeria. That's why when you start with my fellow Nigerians, you have a problem. Nigeria is not you. You can never be Nigerian. Okay, go on.
For Nigeria, we are completely hopeless. That is Nigeria case, don't they helpless. We are a totally captured people. So no matter what in government do, no matter the policy, no matter how bad government treat us, there is nothing we could do. That is, we don't surrender ourselves. That is, as Nigerians, as we did today, Nigerians be like the understanding girlfriend for bad relationship or violent relationship. So we are overall best in understanding. We can take anything. For those of our fathers, especially religious leaders, traditional leaders, and all of that, where go they tell us, pray for country, pray for leaders, pray for country. Okay, with all due respect, our fathers in the Lord, we don't pray so they fuel don't reach 1,000 something now. So which kind of prayer now they help the Saudi Arabia fuel? Which kind of prayer they support Russia, Europe, and all that now? Or is there something that we as a people need to pay attention to that we are not paying attention to? I take God beg on our Nigerians, because see, the truth of the matter is, on the earlier all of us come to the understanding, say, this current government and system of leadership is the real weapon that is fashioned against our lives. The earlier, the better for us. To ensure that we come together and make sure, say, this weapon stop to the prosper. Because, see, everybody in Nigeria today is just a potential victim waiting for government or Nigeria to happen to you. God forbid. But even when they say God forbid, remember that today's victims were yesterday's survivors.
You see, he is the one that is saying God forbid. He's the one that is telling you, even if you continue to say God forbid, it doesn't solve the problem. Do you understand? All that is going on here is lamentation. Lamentation. Go to the book of Lamentation, you will see very beautiful lamentation. But will lamentation save you? Will lamentation help you? You are lamenting over a situation. You are saying God forbid. He's the one that said God forbid. He's the one that telling you that even when you say God forbid, remember that how did he say? Let's listen to him again. Complain. He's complaining and he's making sense. But that complaint is not going to help any issue. Let's hear him again. I want to hear the point he said when he said God forbid. Listen to him. Very, very powerful speech from this young man.
To ensure that we come together and make sure, say, this weapon stop to the prosper. Because, see, everybody in Nigeria today is just a potential victim waiting for government or Nigeria to happen to you. God forbid. But even when they say God forbid, remember that today's victims were yesterday's survivors.
You see, even when you are saying God forbid, remember that today's victims were yesterday's survivors. So those that are victims today, yesterday, they said God forbid. Those that are today's victim, yesterday, they said God forbid, but the same thing happened to them today. So your God forbid today does not mean that tomorrow you will not be a victim. I don't know if you understand. This guy is deep. And such a knowledge, such deep understanding is meant for you to know that, look, no matter the effort you make, you can't save the situation with all this lamentation and complaint. Bring it to an end. Channel that energy to make sure if anything you are doing is to wreck that boat and pave your own way, your path to life. Your government, current government, previous government, the coming government, as long as it is Nigeria, there is no way. I will repeat myself. Your government, the previous government, the current government, the one you are projecting, you are thinking that when you gather people together, you will make Nigeria work. As long as it is for Nigeria. Hey, open your head. It will not work. All of you crying today, you will definitely be a victim tomorrow. Do you understand? I want you to repeat that line again so that you understand that we have been there. We have been to hell and back. We have been to the hell called Naija and we came back. And we're telling you, this road we took, you will still take it. And as long as you want to remain a Nigerian, you will take it and you will end in hell. The only destination for Nigeria is Okumwo, baby. Okumwo. There's no way any salvation or redemption is waiting for you on the way. You stop at this bus stop where you are. You say, no, we're not going forward anymore. We end it now. That's just it. You carry Nigeria. Justice for Nigeria. Nigeria can never get justice. Nigeria have no justice. Nigeria is not meant to have justice. Nigeria is meant to end. All right, come back again, bro.
System of leadership is the real weapon that is fashioned against our lives. The earlier, the better for us. To ensure that we come together and make sure, say, this weapon stop to the prosper. Because, see, everybody in Nigeria today is just a potential victim waiting for government or Nigeria to happen to you. God forbid. But even when they say God forbid, remember that today's victims were yesterday's survivors. Tomorrow's victims will be today's survivors. The dead can no longer die. The next set of people who go die will be between you and me who are alive. God forbid. As we did, don't get it.
The more he's saying it, the more he's saying God forbid. But God cannot forbid it because it must happen. You understand? He said the truth, and he's still saying God forbid. The Nigerian situation is a very sorry situation. That you look at yourself and tell yourself, I will stop telling myself sorry. I will take that decision. Forget about all these rich people that are looking for a place in Nigeria because they are what do they use to bury something? They are something. Something that their Neville, is it that Neville or what, is buried together with Nigeria. They have a root together with Nigeria. Without Nigeria, they cannot survive. They are surviving with Nigeria already. So all of you that are, suffering because of Nigeria today, they don't care about you. They don't care. Oh my goodness me. Thank you, Peters. Go ahead, please. I'm sorry for cutting you short. Please, go ahead.
Tomorrow's victims will be today's survivors. The dead can no longer die. The next set of people who go die will be between you and me who are alive. God forbid. As we do I don't care. The prayer be say make the victim card no fall on us. Today in Nigeria, there is good leadership, there is bad leadership, and there is APC. What this current government is providing for Nigeria is the textbook definition of how not to govern a country. Nigeria as a country almost exists so that other countries can learn how not to govern their nations. If not, how do you explain a situation where today for Nigeria, the cost of human aid is cheaper than bag of rice? I mean, when I don't watch the video interview, the ritualists and people, organ harvesters, where they parade for Lagos State Police Command, when they talk and they interview, if they cut head only 50,000 or 125,000, they say human being body parts, human head. Because we have built a system that rewards criminality and corruption from the top. So everybody is on the loose. Everybody is a prey in the hands of predators. I take God beguna. The major challenge of Nigeria today is that we young people, we have refused to put focus where focus is needed. That is why I will continue to call on everybody who get voice, activists, labor, anybody who mean well for Nigeria. We must come together and place focus on governance, the issue of governance. Tomorrow they go contact me, say, I make you take careful. They go send me message, say, Peter, make police there, say, make they no carry, make they no go kill me. Nobody can take life from me that you did not give to me. That is not my worry. People where they die for Plateau, Benue, Zamfara, everywhere where they kill innocent people, where some don't die, their family no do. I am not better than anybody. I am a citizen of Nigeria and I deserve good governance. And it is not a crime for me to ask that my government should do well. If President Tinubu does well today, not to appreciate him, I don't know him. Anybody who is president, the Lord be with you. So I don't get any personal issue with any government. The important.
All right, I go to part 2.
I don't get any personal issue with any government. The important thing is that the lives of human beings that are under you are not being treated fairly and properly. And it is a shame on you if you are government. So telling me, say, police or this one go come carry you, police and DSS will be victims of human rights violations. Police who is also victim of this same failed government. Now, because you carry gun, wear uniform, you think, say, I'm your target or your victim. No, both of us are victims. So you see this issue of governance, why they talk so. I don't they hammer on election. Some people go misunderstand. They go say, this issue of election. During end bad governance protest, they even invite me for some radio station and all that. I they tell una. They say, no, 10-point agenda, this and that, that and that. Any protest where you know say go get head, one strong demand that can cover other demands, and we go to the government agency where that demand will be met. No be say we go start to the top. If you not believe, say you can reform INEC, what give you the mind say you go fit end bad governance? How do you end bad governance?
You see the sense he's making? You make 10-point demand. You go protest, 15-point demand. There is only one demand from Nigerians. End it now to save lives. Only one. One demand. We don't want to go forward again as Nigeria. This thing don't expire. I mean, never expire. It don't expire. If you converge and say, oh, today is the end, gridlock everywhere, no movement, no way, Nigeria, Otila, Okpari, you know, governor, we no want, president, we no want, senator, we no want, Nigeria, we no want, finish, finito, c'est fini. Oh yeah, because no matter how you want to come back to the governance of Nigeria, you will still go round and round a circle. You will all be victims again and again. It will continue a circle that will never end until you end. A circle that will never end until you end. You continue to pass it on to your neighbors, to your children, to your generation. That is Nigeria for you. An evil circle. End it now. all your demand, you are demanding from evil people that are benefiting. Who will give you the demand? You are demanding. Who will give you? You are the one that will decide today we are ending it. If the military does not join you, military becomes your enemies. If the police does not join the police, they are your enemies. Anything that stands your way from ending it, you end them together with it. Now, that's what we have decided to do in Biafra land. And as we declare Biafra, we end Nigeria. Anything that wants to attach Nigeria together with us, with our red eye, with our red eye, we go show you pepper. We go show. Now we have planted and have already harvested the pepper we are going to use against those that will stand on our ways. You think we are joking? You think we are going to be with you that will put your hand in your anus and put it in your mouth or in your nose and be smelling it, whether it is smelling or not? We're no longer buffoons.
By electing good government. The problem of Nigeria today is say the sick and dying body of Nigeria where we're supposed to hand over to experienced doctors for 2023 so that they go start to perform surgery on them was handed over to organ harvesters. That is why we must put an end to this organ harvester system of leadership. We must unbundle the entire criminal system. It is not working for anybody except the political class and people in the elites. People who have access to the corridors of power. That electoral law, not they talk, say, Shebi, we've been done to electoral reform before. No. The fact that you do something once, it no work, no means say you go give up. Nation building is not a sprint, it's a marathon. If you did not get it right, we must go back and revisit it. Imagine 10,000 youths of us protest peacefully to the National Assembly. Go and sit down with the Senate President, Godswill Akpabio, Honorable Tajuddin Abbas, Speaker of House of Reps. We want to unbundle INEC. We need to unbundle INEC. The drama and the magic of INEC, they happen between polling units and collation center. That INEC server where professors say they get glitch. We want to know why there was a glitch. Let Nigerian youth build the server. If you do not build transparency between that collation, voting and collation of results, we are in trouble, complete trouble. That is why we must get a situation where we call on electoral experts, constitutional lawyers, everybody. Let us look at the loopholes that were open to close it. Because guess what? If you think say government bad today, wait until another one come.
If you think a government bad today, wait for another one. There's one beautiful thing that this young man said here. He said, it looks like Nigeria is existing so that people will learn how not to govern a nation. Nigeria is like a school that you go to learn, this is a very ungovernable place. This is a very rotten system. You want to learn how to make sure it doesn't happen in your own nation. So other nations that are functioning, they come to Nigeria and see all the rottenness. Okay, look at this thing. This thing must not happen in my country. Look at this one. Look at this system, the Senate system, the police system, the army system. Our own must not be like this. The road system. Look at it. Come and learn. Oh, this is how bad road is. This is how bad network is. This is how bad weather is. This is how bad everything you want. You don't ever want to happen in your own space. Come to Nigeria and see it. And when you see it, you go back to your place and make sure it doesn't happen to your place. If you don't come together to end it, you will continue to run around that circle. And we have done our own bet and we have ended Nigeria for us. That is why for us, if you mention Nigeria, it is like you want to give us poison. For me, as a Biafran, you should come and talk about Nigeria to me. How this about Nigeria, that about Nigeria. It is like presenting a table with meal garnished with poison. No matter how beautiful that meal is, and I'm aware there's a poison on it, I will not eat it now. I will not. You understand? That is what we already know about Nigeria. And Nigeria can never happen to us. Never. It can never happen to us. Let me allow him to finish. I need to repeat that last thing he said.
And collation of results, we are in trouble, complete trouble. That is why we must get a situation where we call on electoral experts, constitutional lawyers, everybody. Let us look at the loopholes that were open to close it. Because guess what? If you think say government bad today, wait until another one come. Shebi would have been thinking that Buhari worst. Wait until another one rig themselves into power 2027. Imagine running against a government that controls INEC, judiciary, law enforcement, thugs, and every other thing. How do you expect to scale through? And it is not our duty to be thinking of, they're not going to reform them, they're not going to reform them. No, it is our duty to put maximum pressure on the system and the government until they do what we want them to do for the betterment of the entire country. Anybody who is there, INEC chairman, Senate president, they are all public office holders who are being run with taxpayer money. The people in power cannot be greater than the power of the people. Because those who are the people in power must get their power from the people. Any power that is gotten outside the people will become your own albatross. Nigerians, we must place focus where focus is needed. It is not easy. It will not come easy. It will take courage and resilience and a determined people. But we must do away with distractions. Put our focus where focus is needed and demand a better country in the best interest of all of us. Because this current system and template we are using is not working. It is serving only the political elite. It is serving only people around the corridors of power. And you and I are potential victims waiting for Nigeria to happen to us. May that not be your portion. God bless you and God bless Nigeria.
As beautiful as his words are, he still blesses Nigeria. Have you ever seen anywhere somebody is blessing his problem? God bless Nigeria. And God bless the people of Nigeria. That is why this person, no matter how intelligently outspoken and knowledgeable he is, he can never be saved until he understands that he is his own problem. Under the same speech, he said, God forbid. And he's telling you that God forbid, he's saying, does not stop it from happening. That's God forbid. That means God does not even forbid anymore in Nigeria. So to say God forbid in Nigeria, it is abomination because God cannot forbid it. You understand? Taproot said that Namibia came to the zoo recently to come and study anti-corruption. They came to the zoo to study anti-corruption. Do you understand? So that is why, like I said yesterday, anybody that is not connected with us right now, that doesn't have the same purpose, the same goal, the same mindset, the same anger. You see, when Mazi Nnamdi Kanu comes out and said that, I hate Nigeria with passion. I do not want to have anything to do with Nigeria. If anybody tell me he's a Nigerian, I look at him and I see a baboon. Do you understand? That is how never to associate with Nigeria. That is how never to identify yourself as a Nigerian. That's how to make sure that you expel Nigeria from your, first of all, remove Nigeria from your subconscious. When you come together amongst people and they're talking about Nigeria, tell them to change topic. Let's talk about how to, if there's anything, any plug you can put on, any switch you can switch on to end it, end it. Anyone you know that is giving Nigeria life, anyone you know that is feeding that python, if you can deprive that person of food, deprive him so that that python will die. So that python will do what we buy. You understand? He called on pastors, he called on those saying, pray for Nigeria, pray for Nigeria. He told them, who is praying for Saudi Arabia and all those people? You see that? And the worst of all is, at the end of the day, they will tell you, God bless Nigeria. Have you ever seen anybody that blesses his tormentor? Somebody kidnaps you and is denying you the freedom of seeing your family and is demanding that your family should pay ransom. And where you are praying, you are saying, God, please bless this person that is punishing me. Bless, 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 bless. So the blessing that God will bless that person is to help him to punish you more. In fact, if you are still alive, to make sure that you buy very, very quick. Is that the prayer you are praying? Your knowledge should come to the point of understanding that, look, everybody have done everything. What we need to do now is to end it quick. To end it quick. Because you have tried everything. It didn't work. And it will never work. So why are you wasting your knowledge? If you go to this young man's Instagram, his name is Peter. His name is Peters. What's that? His name again? Peters. Yeah, Randy Peters. Randy Peters with Z. Peters with Z. Go. Very intelligent kids, very nice ones, but he's in Nigeria. The bot there is that he's in Nigeria, and he's doing it to see how Nigeria will be saved, and that's why he will never succeed. He will never succeed. It's a pity. It's a sorry story. My name is Raphael Chamaka Jere. So if you want to know those that know your problem and have the solution, come and listen to us, Biafra Republic government. Listen to us. Listen to Master Simon Ekpa. Follow him on Twitter. Join. If there's any force you have, use that force, use that energy to support everything that will end Nigeria. That is your only salvation. If you are joining all these people that have 10-point agenda, then they demanding from who? From who? From who? The Lord bless you all. Have a wonderful day. Raphael Chamaka Jere here, signing out. Thank you so much. Taproot, thank you for joining me. Let me see. Okechukwu Bona said, where he thinks his problem could be solved, I see the product of the same one. How can you get your answers there? Division is the answer. QED, end it now. This idiot is still talking about Nigeria. Wait until Biafra comes. We will take them to preschool and teach them democracy. Yeah, one thing this guy needs to know, that with Nigeria, it cannot get good governance. End Nigeria now to save lives. If you don't end it, sorry for you. I'm sorry for you. I'm sorry for you. And so, join, even if there are people that are not Biafrans, every day in their closets, they are praying for Biafra. Because they know at least when Biafra survives, they have a nearby border. Very near. Very near. I'm telling you, very near. You can just come and then you ask for visa. If you meet the requirement, you come in. You have money to invest. You have business to do in an atmosphere, an environment where it will work and flourish and your family will be good. An economy that will be better than anyone in Europe. I'm telling you. An economy that will be better than anyone in Europe. It will be in Biafra land. And it must come for your own good. And so wherever you are, in your own space, your own community, all of them are fools that are determined to jump with Nigeria into that slope of destruction. Allow them to jump in, but you save yourself. Save yourself. Thank you very much, everyone. I love you all. Mechuko Kabiama bless you. Until I see you later this afternoon. There's so much noise around me. Let me end it here. See you later. I love you all. Commercial. Airborne. Airborne.
Many people are in the bank because many people are dying. Everything are doing. Pressure ti wà. Maso Yorùbá. Gbogbo nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀ ń lù yìí. Pressure ti wà. Èyí gbogbo ṣe sọ. Ṣé ìlú lé? Fún wa lówó wa, ànówó ẹ wá sọ wá di lazy youth. Náà ẹ sọ wá di lazy youth. Òun ni mo wà ní táìmù yìí tí mi ò lè lọ bí iṣẹ́. Kò sówó èmi kọ́ lè máa. Many people are in the bank because many people are dying. Everything are doing. Pressure ti wà. Maso Yorùbá. Gbogbo nǹkan ṣẹlẹ̀ ń lù yìí. Pressure ti wà. Èyí gbogbo ṣe sọ. Ṣé ìlú lé? Fún wa lówó wa, ànówó ẹ wá sọ wá di lazy youth. Náà ẹ sọ wá di lazy youth. Òun ni mo wà ní táìmù yìí tí mi ò lè lọ bí iṣẹ́. Kò sówó.
You don't say to mama, you don't redo. Says the tracking angel. You don't boast to mama, you don't cut. Now chain you the cut. Okay, now make her use my microscope, scan a reality scan, nigga area Biafra phobia mentality. See, set Mazin Namdi Kanu free. One war, they don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is a scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Biafra, most I judge a bless Biafra. Chukwokika Biama bless Biafra. Conscientiousness, bless Biafra. Started in 1804 by Uthman Danfodio. Rinom go be to Sokoto. Sa Amadou Bello. They massacred the Hausa, Marili and Pura. What about the Shua? Zamfara and Adamawa. Referendum is the voice of everyone. Real freedom, Yahweh must be done on the land. Simon, they don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is the scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Mosai Jaja bless Biafra. Chukwoki Kabiama bless Biafra. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. They tried by the canories. This reckless Fulanis. They conquered the Lorraine. Fooling. They killing in Benue every day. Naija State and Plateau State every day. The whole of Middle Belt State every day. Our move, don't do. Say we move, but now we move. They don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is the scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Mosai Jaja bless Biafra. Chukwoki Kabiama bless Biafra. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. We know that they are the terrorists, like the man called Shegumi, terrorist. Gabe Sheva Dixinabioni, terrorist. Isa Ali Ibrahim Patami, terrorist. Boko Haram in the army, terrorist. They stop the people from farming, terrorist. Abubakar Malami, terrorist. Mainstream media swami, terrorist. Now we have more sellers than buyers. Information minister liar. Mr. like Mohammed and liar. The truth is Biafra and fire. They don't want to hear the name of Biafra. For them is a scary name of Biafra. I love this very name of Biafra. Mosai Jaja bless. Chukwoki Kabiama bless. Conscientiousness bless Biafra. They can come into Biafra land, run them out of the land, one day, and run them out now. Yo, divided nations, decent, playing their bloody games against Biafra with the AU all the same. What a shame, such a pain. Nnamdi Kanu says Biafra, he comes away. Biafra, black people worldwide say Biafra, Marcus gave away.
Have mercy on we, Biafra. Lord, give us a freedom. Have mercy on we, Biafra, and give us a freedom. Oh Lord, have mercy on we, Biafra, and give us a freedom. Fire, we need our leader. Prophet, we need our leader. We need our leader. Yeah, man. The evil and wicked British and Fulani Caliphate can't stop the sun from shining from the east of God. So Biafrans all over the globe, are you feeling me, Ashanti? Why and I feel you from my location, you know. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots, to Gokike. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to where Jehovah rules. We are going back to our homeland now, to our roots. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home. We are going back to our homeland, to our roots. Biafra nation. tell ya, we no fear wicked British, we no fear Britain. We no fear them, we no fear them Boko Haram. We no fear them, we no fear Fulani Caliphate. We no fear them, we no fear Mieti Allah. We no fear them, we no fear them Bandit Kill. We no fear them, we no fear them Janjaweed. We no fear them, we no fear them Al-Qaeda. We no fear Lucifer, we no fear you Satan. We no fear little demons, we no fear Leviathan. We no fear little junkies, little Janjaweed. Obasanjo and his entire generation died and was buried in our Biafran. We think it is business as usual. This is the new generation of Biafran. For your information, if you don't mind, mad people everywhere. Mad people. I have no man. We are going back to our homeland now. To our roots, to Bokike. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to where Jehovah roots. We are going back to our homeland now. To our roots. Oh, Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to Biafra cities. We are going back to our homeland now. To our roots. Oh, Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to where Jehovah roots. We are going back to our homeland now. To our roots. Oh, God. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to Biafra city. We are going back to our homeland now. To our roots. To Bokike. Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to where Jehovah roots. We are going back to our homeland now. To our roots. Oh, Biafra nation is a root. We are going home to Biafra cities. Yerima Shatima, the Boko Haram Big Bill said that in Lagos the Yorubas can be buying the land for 100,000. And Fulanis we buy them for 150 or 200,000. But on Ibaban we buy his one for 10 million. Can you imagine? Smart people everywhere. So, whatever, give them water.